So you've listed your home for sale and the showings are going to start pouring in. My advice is to plan for the first 3 days to be the most intense. You're going to have the most showings in those first 3 days, considering you priced it right and marketed it effectively. So plan on not being home is what I'm telling most people, especially in that 500,000 and below. Just don't be home for those first 3 days. It'll just make your life easier. Go on a short vacation and we'll catch back up with you when we start getting offers. So obviously making sure the home is clean, always gonna be my number one tip. Declutter and deep clean. I feel like I say it all the time. Having a clean house, it just shows better, it sells better, and it makes the whole process easier. So we all have spaces where there's lots of clutter, usually in our basement, in our garage. Obviously, I'm not gonna ask you to clean out your garage and your basement, but if you could stage that stuff in the corners or along the walls, it'll make people be able to experience the full amount of the space in the garage and your basements. We know we all have stuff, but making it staged at one part of the garage or basement is gonna help and go a long way. Cleaning the exterior is a kind of a tip that I think is very important. If you have cobwebs all over your house, if your gutters are dirty, if you haven't washed your house ever, this is probably a good time to do it because people look at that and they notice dirt and they notice grime. I went into a $900,000 house and the inside looked absolutely impeccable, but the outside looked gross. There was moss on the roof, the gutters were dirty, the house had dirt all over it, and I was like, this is a $900,000 house. Like, everything should be dialed in and cleaned. So cleaning the outside of your house is a little known tip that I think goes a long way. Make sure your house smells good. A lot of times we get nose blind to the places that we live in. Light some candles an hour or two before the showing. Make sure it smells good and it's inviting. Obviously you don't want to be overpowering because then people get turned off and they focus on the scents. But just make sure the house smells good. Open some windows, let some air in. Do the best to make your house feel homey. So these are a few tips to get your house ready for your first showings. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us below. Thanks.